Hello guys, am I audible? Okay, we will let me know if I'm audible or no, so that we can continue ahead with the analysis stuff. Yes, okay. I think let's wait for people to join also. Meanwhile, we can check with respect to the other chart as well. Think let's go ahead with the Nifty, and we will discuss about few stocks also, wherein I think it will be they will have potential in the coming week. So meanwhile, coming to the daily time frame, okay, let me. So for now, before moving to the daily analysis, let's have a check with the weekly analysis and see how the pattern has developed. Let me open the. Okay. So for now, on a Nifty, on a weekly time frame basis, we had seen like the pattern that I want to discuss is the if you observe at this point previously, let me go to the before chart pattern wherein how it was formed. So if you observe from this particular this point, let me make this as thing. So we had seen a almost all rally, and the red color candle were also like a smaller, and the candle that were forming were good candles. So in the sense, the body was very predominant. Consider at this point. Let me zoom in to so that it is clear for us. So at this point, if you observe particularly, this is the candle. I'm talking about the week wherein from the last March, 2023. So if you observe at this particular point, this candle, the coming green candle, keep a watch on the green candle. All green candle have been like having a solid body, with irrespective of there have been a week, smaller week. But the point of interest is like the red candles that were forming were like a smaller, or it is was kind of a inside candles. So we had seen such pattern, like this was kind of pole pattern, and there was a Nifty went on in sideways consolidation. There was a fake breakout also, but however it was in this particular zone. So wherein from this point, if we measure the percentage of the gain that we saw already, we have seen it from the December or October month. So we have seen almost all to the point of, if I consider only this, there has been 13% rally in the Nifty particular. So the important thing is like this is the flag and pole pattern that we are forming in particular, on a weekly time frame basis we have seen. So as of now, in the current scenario, the Nifty is consolidating, even though the range is pretty wide. Let me like if we in the last week also we had discussed that 21,400, 466 to 21,500 is a support zone, and on top we have a resistance around 21,800. With respect to that, if you observe, the Nifty has taken out on a weekly time frame basis. So we have got the gist. The important thing to keep an eye is this was a flag, the pole pattern that was formed on a weekly basis after a breakout of this flag and pole pattern. So as of now, we are seeing a consolidation in the Nifty. The low is around 460 odd level, and we had seen a steep resistance that was forming on 21,800, particularly 800, 850 odd levels. From there, we have seen lot of correction, which has taken Nifty back again to 21,500 odd levels from there. So on a weekly time frame basis, this candle is very decisive candle. Particularly, it has the wick we have here at this point. The important thing is if Nifty has to take this 21,126 level on a weekly time frame basis, we have seen a huge rejection, particularly this candle. Unless and until we see a breakout about 21,120, we might expect a good, we might see slight consolidation, or if it is on a closing basis, we see 21,120 odd levels is taken out, then we might see a huge rally, which might take till 21,000, 22,300 to 400 odd levels. Easily around, we can add up 200 plus from this point if we get a closure above this point. So coming to the weekly time frame basis, we have a stiff resistance at 21,126, which is all time high. If I move to the daily time frame basis, let me hide this candles, sorry, the trend lines which I had formed. So the important thing at this point, keep a eye. There has been a spinning top pattern, spinning top. This is called as a spinning top candles, where let me write it as clearly spinning top, wherein the candles that are formed, like it's like the uh, wherein the body is very small, but the candles, the wicks will be high. So it is like a spinning. We have in the childhood we used to play that. Uh, so with respect to that, we will see like the huge wicks at the top and bottom, and the candle have been smaller. But at this point, if you see the Nifty has been consolidating in this particular zone, and then after that we have seen a gap down. This zone was because of solely HDFC Bank results and some other global cues. But as of now, we have seen the important thing is this two candle level high is almost the same with respect to this candle. So 21,000, 22,124 was the previous high, and the after that we made a high of around 22,126. So as of now, if we hit around 21,000, 22,120 odd levels, we might see some profit booking, or if it is taken out and there is a slight consolidation, then we can expect a good momentum on the upside. So on a Friday basis also, if you see, the candle is some similar to this sort of candle which was formed as of now, but however the consolidation has been there. If I go to the smaller time frame basis, but on a daily time frame basis, the candle is similar to what we have seen here. So it's kind of spinning top candle. Like if I go to the Google here itself, you can search on yourself to uh, spinning top candle pattern. If you go candlestick pattern, you observe over here, see there is a bullish spinning top and the bearish spinning top candles. There is a candlestick pattern with a short nail body that's vertically centered between the, this all things you can study on yourself. But the point of uh, you know my point of saying is, like, at this point we might see some another rally of 100 or 200 points, but we need to be cautious about this. If and only Nifty is sustaining about 22,120 to 150 odd levels, and if it gives a closure above this on a daily time frame I'm talking about, I might carry call position unless and until it won't give closure above this on a daily time frame basis. We can expect some sideways consolidation, not major. If I go to the daily time frame basis, let me get back to the let me delete this. So what I'll do is, like, now to on the Friday's high is around 22,068. So which is this line. If I mark this point, and I'll mark the low of the Friday candle. So this zone comes around from 21,970 to 22,062 level. So if you measure this exact the range of this candle, which is around 92 points. So with respect to that, we might see sideways consolidation in this particular zone. If it is not trying to take out this zone, so we might expect Nifty to undergo in this particular sideways consolidation zone. Unless and until this zone is taken out or this zone is taken out, we might not see such a huge momentum, but it might go into the option seller, perspective kind of thing. So the important thing to watch out are the high and the low of the Friday's candle, and obviously the all-time high, which is around 22,126 as we discussed. So that is with respect to daily time frame basis. If I move to the 15-minute time frame basis, we might, let me go to the 15-minute time frame. The Nifty has been consolidating in this particular zone, almost all in the after 10:30. So we have seen Nifty has taken a huge support around 22,020 odd levels. So with respect to this, we might expect 22,000 is the level where we might expect some support, as we have seen here a lot of wicks at the bottom, and even 22,068 has been a stiff resistance. So this zone is a no trading zone. Particularly my point of dragging this so much is that this zone is going to be a decay factor, so hence no need to trade in this particular zone. Only if this zone is taken out and the retest, we might enter at this particular point, or even at this point if the retest is there, we can enter in the long side. So for the short side, we are not that much keen to short this. If I go to the 15-minute time frame basis, we might see a confluence here. I'm just projecting this trend line. If the price is coming at this point and we have a confluence of this as well, this particular zone, not exactly it will be 21,072. It might be around 21,950 to 980 zone. This is a zone where we might expect as a support might form at this point, and particularly if we see there is a confluence of this horizontal support, and we might expect this trend line to be forming. Depends on the price action, particularly not exactly it might be along this line, or we need to check how the price action is forming along this line, and if we are seeing some consolidation, we might anticipate some pullback towards the upside. So I hope this is clear. This keep a track with this respect to the trend line. As of now it is not that mature, but if at all the price comes near this, let me draw it so that I will draw this zone particular connecting these points. So okay, this is a zone wherein we might expect, this is a high, which was made on a Thursday, which was around 950, and low of the Friday was around 968. So in this particular zone, we might expect some pullback particular point, and even if we draw this trend line, it might come along this zone. So if the price is trying to take support, we might expect a pullback from this. So intraday basis buying would be a good zone around 21,980 odd levels, and even on the, if there is a breakout and if you see some gap up and around there is a cool down till 22,060 70 odd levels, we might think of buying this as a buying zone also, because this particular trend line will be the one wherein we might expect. There are two scenarios: the Nifty might open flat and then we might see some cool down. This is a point where we might accumulate the position, or if we see some gap up and then there is a pull down, particular this trend line will be the same zone wherein we might expect the uh, price action to form at this point. So with respect to this, these are the buying prices. And even if we see some, there is a stiff resistance. Now suppose we thought of buying at this point and then again there is a double top pattern formation on 22,120 150 odd levels. So with respect to this, if this trend line is taken out and even the 22,070 odd level is taken out, we might short till the 21,980 to 960 levels. We might expect a, but this shorting is a bit trickier. Better to be on the long side. That is with respect to the Nifty on a smaller time frame basis. Let me go to the Bank Nifty chart. So we might, so on a weekly time frame basis, if I go to the Bank Nifty, let me clear off this chart. So here we are seeing around 20 40 46,006 46,300 to 500 zone is a better stiff resistance zone. wherein there has been, if like particularly at this point where we had seen kind of double top pattern formation on a weekly time frame basis at this point, and at this point we have seen, there was a double top pattern, and we had seen this neckline formation. Particularly once this was taken, we had seen a huge correction, not huge correction, maybe particularly around 3 to 4%. Even though this zone was taken, this zone was held down, and we have seen Bank Nifty made an high around this point, around 48,000. And now we have seen Nifty Bank has taken almost support near this particular 44,000 to 44,500 zones. So now the important thing is this high around 47,000, 46,800 to 47,000 is going to be resistance zone. But particularly if this zone is taken out, we might expect a good momentum on the weekly time frame basis. Let me switch on this candle. Particularly 46,300 is a zone where weekly on a weekly time frame basis we have seen a rejection happened at this point. And now if we have seen a closure almost at the top, above this high of this previous weeks, so we might see more pullback in the bank nifty rather than nifty, because however bank nifty moves, then we will see momentum in the nifty as well. So particularly I will keep a more watch on the bank nifty for the coming week rather than nifty. So on a daily time frame basis, if we go, we have seen some profit booking at the last 1 hour of the Friday session. But however, the 46,700 to 46,800, 900 zone has been a very steep resistance zone wherein Nifty Bank has not able to close above this. And I want to make this candle particularly. This is the candle wherein we had seen a huge momentum in the bank nifty, and even the particular location when this low of this candle was taken, we had seen a huge correction which took around 200 moving average, and particularly it has taken couple of times 200 moving average support. So unless and until this 46,400 to 500 level is taken out on a closing basis, on a daily time frame basis, if we see closure above this, we might see a momentum above till this around 47,200 to 47,000 we might expect in the coming week. But the closure above this 46,400 is important. So with respect to that, we might see a good momentum in the bank nifty. So particularly there has been a pattern formation, like a W pattern formation in the Nifty bank. So wherein this is like a double bottom, and wherein we have seen a steep resistance that is forming at this point. Even though there is a breakout and we might see some correction till 46,000, and we are seeing consolidation or there is a price action that is forming, then this would be a good buying zone in the bank nifty. So particularly we can expect a good momentum in the bank nifty. I personally will concentrate to take trades in the bank nifty rather than nifty, because the potential on the bank nifty is more. Because if I go to the nifty chart, we have almost near the all-time high. There is a probability that this breakout might go on to 200 300 points, but particularly bank nifty has a more scope on the high side. If I measure the percentage from this point to this point, not exactly will be able to capture everything, but out of 4%, 5%, if we get a we are able to capture around 1 to 2%, this would be a good trade with Bank Nifty, because I feel personally there is a scope in Bank Nifty for the coming week. So that is with respect to the daily time frame basis. If I go to the smaller time frame basis, the particularly Friday day has been a consolidation day for the both indices, the Bank Nifty and Nifty as well. So this zone is going to be important zone. If I particularly mark the low of the candle around here is 46,200, and wherein it has taken the support of the Thursday session. So 46,200 to 46,000, no, not particularly 500 zones is going to be important. So in this zone, if it is trading in this particular uh, zone, so no need to enter in any sort of a buying. So it will either start decaying your premium. Better to wait for the breakout or a breakdown. Particularly keep an eye on a breakout trades. So that is with respect to the bank nifty as well. So coming to the data analysis. So if I go to the option chain on Nifty, So Nifty we have seen 20, like as of now we have seen a Nifty closure around 22,050, exactly around 40. So from there itself we have seen there has been a put writing of 17 lakh happening at the money I'm talking about. Even in 22,100 we have seen decent put writing, which out of 20 lakhs 17 lakh has been sold on the particular day, Friday. So but we are seeing there is a huge concentration with respect to the 22,100, wherein 40 lakh, and even the call writing on the particular day on Friday has been 24 lakh. So if the Nifty is trading above this 22,100, we need to check the call writer how the behavior is there. If they are exiting, we might expect a good rally on the upside. So with respect to that, we can, and even if you see 22,000 is having a huge open interest around 50 lakhs, 52 lakhs. So we might expect a bounce back from 22,000 particular levels. And there has been a major unwinding in all the levels of above strike price. So which has led rally, because even though Nifty has not been moved up much in the intraday basis, but particularly if you see there has been a call unwinding at particular all the strike prices which have been around 21,950 to 21,500 levels. So for the from Monday session, we need to keep a watch on particular 22,100 and 22,000. So beyond which the mean is coming around 22,050. So that's it with Nifty option chain, and even I'll be updating about this data in the Telegram. So coming to Bank Nifty, if I check to the option chain, so let me wait. I don't know. Okay. We have seen there has been put writing that has happened on 46,500 levels in the wherein the Nifty bank has closed around 46,400 levels. So far out of the money also there has been a put writing which is decent with respect to wherein the bank is trading at 46,400 levels. So coming to the other important thing is like 46,200 has been a zone wherein Nifty bank has taken support, and we have seen major call unwinding from the 45,800 to 46,000 uh, 300 levels also. We have seen major unwinding in the call writing. So particularly the important things to watch out, because there has been a huge call writing is there at the 46,500 levels, around 18 lakh. And even if you observe, the important thing is around almost 12 lakh put writing has happened. So we need to keep an eye on the 46,000 particularly. So this might give a huge momentum on the upside with respect to 46,500 call writers are exiting. We might expect 46,800 easily. So that is with respect to the Nifty and Bank Nifty. And coming to the stocks that I had shared on the swing trade ideas. So with respect to SBI Bank, we have seen some profit booking at the top from 47.75 levels. So even though if there is some correction or dip towards 705 to 730 levels, it would be a good buying zone for the SBI Bank. So particularly this has been a breakout from this zones, which I had discussed already in the swing trade ideas. So particularly we have seen this zone that was forming in this particular, there was another trend line that was forming at this point. So from this point we have seen a breakout and a retest of this particular point from this zones. So we have seen again a pattern formation on a daily time frame basis, which again a flag and fold pattern in this main channel of the on a daily time frame basis, and we have seen a huge momentum on the upside. So we might expect a consolidation zone around 700 to 720 odd levels would be a good buying zone to enter in the SBI. So for now you can enter also, but better zone to enter in the SBI bank will be around 720, 730 to 700 odd levels. So with respect to that, SBI, that is the update, and even with respect to the ACC that I was discussing about. So if I go to the daily time frame basis, we had seen some slight consolidation, as I had told you about on the, if we get correction about till 2550 to 2600 levels, which would be a good buying zone to go, because we have seen in this particular zone, if you observe, let me zoom in a bit. So if you observe, this zone has been a very consolidation zone, wherein the high was around 2600 and the low of around 2480 to 2450 levels. So as of now, after a breakout, it has retested this particular levels wherein it was acting as a resistance, and this was a good buying zone. And now we have seen again a breakout of this sort of flag and pole pattern, which is, if I go to the smaller time frame basis, if I go to the 30 minutes chart, so what it was forming is like there was this pattern which we are discussing about. This is a zone wherein it was forming a flag and pole pattern on a 30-minute time frame basis. We saw a breakout, but because there was some correction in the Nifty, so we had seen some slight profit booking, and which was a zone where in particular at this point this was a resistance zone, and the similar once it was taken out, it was retested, and this has acted as a support zone. And from there we have seen this sort of pattern wherein 2635 was a zone from where it has taken multiple resistance, and it was squeezing in the this pattern, and now we have seen a breakout, and again there is a some small pattern on a flag and pole pattern that is forming again on a smaller time frame basis. So if 2750 level is taken out, we might see another rally of around 50 to 60 points, maybe a couple of percent. So I might expect a rally till 2780. That is what my target has been when I had posted even the video. And for now, I might hold my position till 2780 to 2800 levels. If the Nifty and Bank Nifty are moving, then we might expect more momentum in the stocks. So particularly, it should give much more rally on the upside. So coming to the other things, stocks, Reliance also, we have seen some uh, profit booking as of now. Not profit booking particularly, it's sort of a consolidation pattern happening in the higher zones at this point. On a daily time frame basis, also, if you see, this is a zone wherein it has been consolidating, and we have seen some. The volumes are also not that great, even though we have seen some red candles, but particularly this green color candle, as this per zone has been the wherein the Reliance has been trading. So once if it is taking out the upside or the downside, we might see some correction. But particularly zone, this Reliance would be a good buy zone around 2890 to 2870 odd levels. So with respect, we can see much more momentum on the upside if it is taking out. So if Reliance is breaking out, we might expect a huge momentum on the Nifty as well, as this has higher weightage. So this will be the stock that I will keep a watch on, particularly if I want to take a trade on Nifty. I will particularly observe Reliance, and if Reliance is trying to take out the zone, then I might enter in Nifty and Bank Nifty as well. So both, not particularly, I will enter only in the if the momentum is good, then I might enter in the option. But if the momentum is some sort of this way, what it is forming, so buying in equity will be the good option for this one. So, but if it is giving a closure like with a huge body, and the volumes also are there at the bottom, then I might go with the options in the Reliance as well. So I will update about the the patterns formation or the breakout or breakdown in the Telegram. So I think that's it for the live session today. If you guys have any comments or something, you can post it. I can address it in the later part when I'll be available on the online. I might try to answer the questions. So I think that's it. I'll wait for the people. If you have any questions, I can answer to it. So I think that's it. I will update about the trades and everything on the Telegram. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.